Hi there, you're in the lab with your mate JJ. Today is Maxitronix 30in1. We're going to keep working through our Maxitronix 30in1 electronic project lab. My silly job title for today is Current Connoisseur. Today I'm the Current Connoisseur. And the currents we'll be connoisseuring are going to be from Project 15, the Electronic Canary. So that's 15 out of 30. We're halfway through. So that's good. I'll throw you to the computer and we'll have a look at, read through the instructions. Then we'll build the circuit in KiCad. Then we'll bring it over to the booth here and we'll put it together. And then we'll bring it over the project over to the bench here and have a look at how it behaves. So let's jump over the computer and have a look at this project.
Here we are on the computer. We're up to project 15. Synchronize there. This is circuit 15, the electronic canary. It says you may be beginning to think that an oscillator is the only electronic circuit. Well, it isn't, but it can do so many different things and make so many different sounds. We just had to show them to you. The name of this circuit gives things away, but go ahead and get the wiring done and see what you think of our canary. After you play with this for a while, we hope you will put your notes to work and see how you can alter this bird call. You may create a sound more like a prehistoric flying reptile or a space bird. Have fun. Okay, I'm sure we will have fun. And here is the schematic. Very good. And here is the wiring sequence that we'll be following when we put the circuit together later on. So just give me a second and I'll set up our KiCad. All right, so I've set up project 15. I just copied project 14 because it's got in it, zoom you in here. It's got this these inductors here and this capacitor and resistor. This models the earpiece and the transformer. So let's put that over there and this over here. Actually, I'm just going to go and get myself some more coffee. All right, well, I got my coffee. Very important. So what we need to do is make the KiCad drawing look like the spec. So let's just delete the bits and pieces that we all right. So just give me a second. I'm gonna load a cheat sheet. That's done. I've got a cheat sheet that tells me about my shortcut keys in KiCad. So I just loaded that. You can't see it, but I can. So it's all right, what do we got? So we're gonna need add a 0.022 UF capacitor. Right. Well, looks pretty good. We didn't put the switch in there, but that's because we're gonna do the simulation and we want the circuit powered. So let's save this and go into the simulator. And if we run this, okay, that's interesting. So it did oscillate for a bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, good, great. That looks like a successful simulation, doesn't it? So this will obviously make some sort of a sound. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, that's the circuit designed and simulated. So the next thing to do is actually build this thing. Let's go over to the booth and put it together. All right. Well, here we are in the booth. Now, the first thing to do is to take the wires out of the old project. So let's do that first. All right. So that's all the wires out. Now let's put the wires in for the new project. All right, well, it's all wired up, so let's take it over to the bench and see what it... All right, well, here we are on the bench. Now, what we're going to be doing is hooking the oscilloscope up to the headphone output and having a look at the wave that gets created by this thing. If I hold the button down, the speaker starts tweeting. I'll see if I can show you that. Hang on a sec. Can you hear that? It's just sort of the canary sound, I guess. So what I'm going to do, is just wire that in there, so it's on constantly, and we'll attach our multimeter probe. We'll put the ground on the negative terminal of the battery, and we'll hook the probe up to pin 18 here. Now, let me show you that here. Okay, so up the back there, you can see the oscilloscope, and the chirping is intermittent. If we look at the schematic, there's only one transistor in this oscillator, but there's kind of two lots of oscillation. There's the periodic long form sort of oscillation, and then there's the actual chirp itself. What we want to see is which of the components affects what. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch out the 10 microfarad capacitor for the 100 microfarad capacitor, which ought to affect the delay between chirps. So let me just wire that in there. There we go. So as you can see, the chirps, the delay between the chirps got longer and longer. So if we put that back to how it was, we'll see that the delay is much reduced. What else can we do? Okay, we can take the 100K resistor and bump it up to 470K. Let's see what happens if we do that. Okay, that seems to have reduced the length of time that the chirp goes for. So let's try wiring that back down to 10K and see what that does. Just trying to get the components in there. In you go. Oh, I must have done something. What have I done wrong? That's it's gone flat. Why is it gone flat? Wasn't expecting that. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. So 10 is too low. So let's put it back to 100. All right, so that's back as it was. Let's try changing this capacitor here. That ought to affect the frequency of the chirp bit. Yeah, there we go. That's gone really high pitched there. And maybe if we yeah, okay. So it's just it's not discharging. So there is no delay. It just okay, there we go. So it seems like if we use the really small ceramic capacitor, it doesn't get an opportunity to do its periodic silence. So that just stays high pitched constantly. And this 5K, that seems to have yeah. Okay. So if we take it from the 680 ohm up to the 5.6K, you can see that the duration of the high pitch bit, which is when those go high and low, that's longer. So this controls the pitch. This controls the length of the chirp. This controls the length of the delay between the chirps, and this seems to be related to the delay between the chirps as well. Now I'm just going to disconnect that power there so it quiets down. I think I've shown you everything there is to see about this. What's interesting to me is that even though there's kind of two oscillations in this circuit, there's only one transistor. This and this, the 10 microfarad and the 100K resistor, they set the delay between the chirps, and then the 680 ohm resistor and the 0.022 microfarad ceramic capacitor, they set the pitch. So this sets the pitch of the chirp, and this sets the length of the chirp. So that's very interesting to me. I'm pleased to see that. So I don't think there's anything more to glean from this particular circuit. So I'll throw you the farewell cam and we'll wrap up.
And that's a wrap. So let me just disconnect. Sorry, that was just chirping in the background. You probably couldn't hear it, but I could. So yes, that's the end of this experiment. This was experiment number 15, so we're exactly halfway through. This was called the electronic Canary. It was an oscillator, one transistor, two capacitors, two resistors. The big capacitor set the delay between the chirps along with the large resistor. The small resistor set the length of the chirp, and the small capacitor set the pitch of the chirp. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and please remember to click like and subscribe.